So you want to own a piece of Mars? A crater with your name on it? A mountain fortress? A sprawling red desert estate? It sounds like science fiction, but the race to the red planet is already on. Before we dive in, let's take a step back. When humans colonize a new planet, property rights aren't just a technicality. They decide who gets to live, rule, extract wealth, and who gets left out. Mars isn't just Earth's dusty backyard. It's a treasure chest of potential. Vast deposits of water ice, valuable minerals, and strategic real estate that could dominate the economics of space for centuries. The question, who owns Mars, isn't a hypothetical dorm room debate anymore. It's looming over us right now. The foundation of space law is the 1967 Outer Space Treaty. Its core principle is simple. No country can claim sovereignty over any part of outer space. Article 2 explicitly says celestial bodies are not subject to national appropriation. It's meant to be for the benefit and in the interests of all countries. But here's the catch. The treaty was written to prevent nations from planting flags, not to stop a corporation from setting up shop. Enter the private sector. The treaty says nations are responsible for the activities of their private companies. So, if a company launched from the U.S. tries to claim a Martian valley, America could be held accountable. Still, some lawyers argue there's a loophole. The treaty bans national claims, but maybe not private ones. And even with rules, who's going to enforce them millions of miles away? If a colony establishes de facto control over a resource-rich area, is there anything the rest of the world can do? This legal gray area is where the real drama begins. We have the Artemis Accords, a modern framework led by the U.S., but it's non-binding. We have the Old Moon Treaty, which proposed that space resources are the common heritage of mankind, but the major space powers never signed it. So, we're left with a patchwork of outdated laws for a future that's arriving faster than we can legislate for it. What happens when two colonies, maybe one corporate and one national, lay claim to the same ice deposit? Do they go to a Mars Claims Commission that doesn't exist yet? Or does the group with the bigger habitat and better rovers just win? These aren't just legal puzzles, they're the seeds of future conflict. Will Mars become a new frontier for exploitation, repeating the darkest chapters of our own colonial history? So, who owns Mars? Under today's law, no one and everyone. But that blank canvas won't stay blank for long. The choices we make now, the treaties we write, the institutions we build, will determine whether Mars becomes a shared home for humanity or a battlefield for the powerful. The next question isn't just who owns the land, but who gets to write the rules. You, me, nations, corporations, or the first generation of Martians? What do you think? If Mars becomes a free-for-all for property, are we just destined to repeat the mistakes of colonial Earth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because our next video will explore what the laws on Mars could actually look like by the year 2100. Thanks for watching.